$100 million, I decided that I would like to build a community library. While it would mostly target children and youth in high school and college students. I'm not sure exactly where I want to put it yet. This is still something that I'm researching and looking into. But I obviously want to find somewhere that has a higher population and they don't really have access to the library, or maybe it's outdated. But the goal is to build a well-stocked library run by professionally sound personnel, which can sufficiently serve the reading needs of the entire community. I did a lot of research on how to go about starting this library. So within that research, pretty much everything highlighted the need for community consultation. So you really need to set up a committee to start these activities with the blessing of the community, as well as networking to lobby for book donations from individuals, public, corporations, and other major libraries around the world. The management of the facility, as I seek to set up, is also covered in great lengths of training the librarians, the organization of the material, and even the Dewey Decimal System that I plan to use within this. There's going to be quite a few challenges with setting up this library. The biggest one is, well, I guess the biggest thing to take into consideration is that you want to diminish conflicts or minimize bickering within this community. From various sources and sites that I looked at, I learned that different sections of one community excuse me, can have totally different views of a proposed project, opting for a different one instead of the proposed. This is a result of people's assumed priorities, which may differ from an outsider's opinion. So, obviously, this isn't going to be a community that I live in, so I don't have I'm an outsider, right? I live there, I don't know what's best for the community, whereas these people obviously believe that they know what's best. So, in order to kind of diminish that, it was suggested that I get people from different social backgrounds and interests, all the interests be discussed and agreed at the onset. This can be done through lobbying, with expected results of the proposed project being outlined. So you don't want to go in there blind. You want to have everything outlined and available for them to look at. But really, my main goal of this library is to give this community access to books, reading, and an environment that makes the reading and studying activities both relaxed and enjoyable. A library is a resource place where young and older people may wish to spend time reading, or may opt to borrow books for academic purposes or even for leisure reading, particularly those without the means to stock up personal home libraries. Reading is a lifelong skill to be encouraged from an early age. If we are to have reading adults who in turn shall pass the same virtues to their own children. Another positive relate to them today and learn from them. This library project is a good bargain for any community. So by choosing to invest this fund into this project, I am expecting to raise the reading habits of a new generation and provide a missing product among the older generation. This is a quote I found that was pretty interesting. It's money invested in youth in I plan on spending $2 million on community $60 million on construction work, materials, and payment to the firm tendered with the work. Project. And then 16 put the library where it's easy accessible but away from activities that would hamper quiet. I'd also like to see, I want it to be spacious enough to accommodate possible gardens or lawns for outdoor reading as well. I really want to empower the entire community with a recreational facility that makes reading for educational purposes or leisure a reality. I want to offer easy access to students among the population with ready access to research and reference materials within my library. And I also want to just create employment opportunities for various posts to the local population. This will serve as a worthy investment in paving way for a reading population. Things we hadn't known before. One of the quotes that stuck with me from one of the lecture videos or the readings was, "Literature is an institutional label that gives us reason to expect that the results of our efforts will be worth it."